EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Here we go! 30 base. You don't see me in your nightmare.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Look at me. Zipper. Ready?
Now Warner. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing on third and long. Warner, and that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded at about the 28. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Off the play fake. Earl. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 74 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Two draw quarters. Big rip, big rip.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Set. 15, line. 15 line. 54. I don't think you got it, son. Kill, kill, kill. Slam, slam. Let's go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
57 to Mike.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the block. Say go.
To throw on second down, Warner. Incomplete.
Warner's pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up third down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
Out of the gun, here's Warner. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Earl. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Shoot.
And his throw here's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Smith. Snap.
Warner from the gun. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's what I do.
Hey, orbit. Ready?
A play fake. Now Warner. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Earl. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Yeah. Mike 58 right there. That's the pass. At 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Earl. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st down. 58 is the Mike. He's tired of winning. He's tired of us.
On 1st down, Earl. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Earl. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. J.J. Watt. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down LA.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, Warner. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Warner. And Diggs has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line.
Come on, set. 18, take it. Hey, lock it.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now it's Mixon running right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
4 down. Check. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Warner. And he's able to find Diggs. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now Warner. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now.
Watch the run.
52's the mic. Watch Mike.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go, 54 Mike. 54 Mike.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Big stop, let's go. Mark 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Warner. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? 50, plant. Hey, Echo. Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
Now a first down throw. Warner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
We got to step it up. Minus 57. 57's right. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Warner to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Warner. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
Go out. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Let's go.
They'll run with Mixon. There he goes left side. Touchdown, LA! Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Earl. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Saints.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun, Earl. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Now for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Saints 17, Rams 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Warner. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Let's get off the field. 5-2.
Go.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
On 1st and 10, Warner. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Watch QB drive. Watch QB.
Mixon will try the right side, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Hey, Zoo.
From the gun, Warner. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, Earl. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
On the ready.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
There. Let's see what you got. Ready?
On first down, Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, wahoo!
To throw on second down, Warner over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll run here with Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Here's a run with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal.
Hey, Sam off.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
General West.
Slam. Go.
Here's Mixon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, the field goal ties it, but you're down here knocking on the door. What are you doing?
Did you hear the way you just said that?
Kind of.
Yeah.
With hesitance?
Yes, that means you don't want to kick the field goal, and I don't think they do either. They need to go ahead and get these points now and get an advantage and not tie it up. It'll feel like a big disappointment if they just kick the field goal right here.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Earl. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 13. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Following the fumble recovery, Warner. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you will.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. It's Mixon on the counter, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Earl. This is the tight end Fant. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Earl. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Earl. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
First down, Saints.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check, 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 check.
Throwing on 1st down, Earl. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
It's now 4th down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
sick as the mic. Right here, right here.
On fourth down, Earl. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA! Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. Now Warner. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. On first down, Earl. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And the pressure gets to him again. J.J. Watt, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of the season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.